Dear friends, there is a story told about Christmas telegram. This happened before we had cell phones and emails. A pastor and his pregnant wife suddenly left for a conference to France. They forgot to give instructions how their Christmas banner should be made for the church. The following week, the parish secretary received a telegram from France that read, "Unto us a son is born, 9 feet long and 2 feet wide." Reverend Mrs. Johnson. Dear friends, Christmas is a miracle that in its own way is repeated countless times each day. Every time a parent holds a newborn baby, the promises of the ages come alive, they become more meaningful. Like the parents of Jesus, Joseph and Mary, we all hope our children will grow up well, they will remain healthy, they will make good choices, they become God-fearing young adults and succeed in life. But the problem today is that it is easy for us to get distracted or sidetracked when it comes to Christmas. The retailers measure their success by the margin of profits they made compared to past years. Mothers measure it by how many or how much of their family came together. Fathers think about the cost, how much money they spent in the last year. And the kids measure it by how many days they get out of school and how many gifts they would get for Christmas. Children usually think of the best gifts they can get for Christmas. Remember, God's love is even greater and better than any gift you get it. Jesus, our Savior, born in Bethlehem, is the greatest gift of all. But this gift is given to us with one condition. Unlike all other gifts, this we cannot keep it to ourselves. Rather, we must share the gift of Christ with others, and then it will be multiplied many more times. And that's indeed an amazing gift for us. Each new child born is a unique reflection of the face of Christ in this world. That is why it is so important during this Christmas season to remember and celebrate the miracle of life. Therefore, let us rejoice today in the miracle and mystery of God becoming human, a God who offers the gift of salvation to all. According to one of the spiritual writers, the birth of Jesus makes it more meaningful for us if we understand the reason behind Christmas. Had our greatest need been for knowledge, God would have sent us an educator. Had that need been for technology, God would have sent us a scientist. So too, had our need been for money, God would have sent us an economist or a businessman. But because our greatest need was for redemption, God sent us a Savior, born of a virgin, talking the language of love. Dear friends, Jesus is God's answer for man's search for the divine. He is the one who came to restore the broken relationship between God and humanity. Now the question is, who am I in this Christmas story? Are we like Mary and Joseph, who welcomed Jesus, the Savior of the world, into their home and lives? Are we like the innkeeper who turned away baby Jesus? Do we make room for our Savior? We may not turn away the Lord directly, but in our busy lives, works, and other distractions, do we make room for our Savior just as Mary and Joseph did? Therefore, today, let us commit ourselves to make this Christmas a celebration that goes beyond mere gifts, good food, and family gatherings. Let us allow Jesus to be reborn in our hearts, to make this celebration a time of spreading His message of love, peace, and joy. In a little town of Bethlehem, our Savior was born more than 2,000 years ago, and now the world has changed forever. Before Christ, the humanity did not experience God being very close to us. But now, Jesus has become part of our lives. And today, He comes again to tell us that God is not disappointed with the humanity, but God still loves the world. I like to end with a very beautiful quote from a German mystic. His name is Angelus Silesius. He once said, "Christ could be born 1,000 times in Bethlehem, but all in vain until He is born within me."